could you feed 2 people for just $15 a week? That's about $1 per person per day. It sounds impossible, right? But what if I told you it's not only possible, but you can do it while eating healthy, whole foods? Forget the instant noodles and processed snacks. We're talking about a plan built on nutritious staples like whole grains, legumes, and fresh seasonal produce. This isn't about surviving, it's about thriving on a tight budget. For the next 10 minutes, I'm going to walk you through the exact shopping list, a full 7-day meal plan, and the simple prep strategies that make this super affordable lifestyle a reality. So, if you're ready to slash your grocery bill and eat better than ever, stick around. First things first, let's go shopping. The key to this entire plan is a smart, strategic grocery list. We have a budget of $15, and we need to make every single cent count. Here's what we're buying. Our foundation is built on bulk staples. We'll start with a 5-pound bag of rice for about $3. This is our primary source of carbohydrates and will be incredibly versatile throughout the week. Next, we'll grab a 2-pound bag of dried beans for $2. Black beans, pinto beans, kidney beans, choice. Dried beans are way cheaper than canned and packed with protein and fiber. We'll also get a 2-pound bag of lentils, another protein powerhouse, for around $2. For breakfast, a 5-pound bag of oats for $3. This will last you way longer than a week, making it an even better long-term investment. That's $10 spent on our core pantry staples. Now for the fresh produce. We need to be strategic here. We'll get a 5-pound bag of potatoes for about $2. Potatoes are filling, nutritious, and incredibly versatile. Next, a 1-pound bag of carrots for $1 and a 2-pound bag of onions for another $1. Carrots and onions are flavor bases for so many dishes. This brings our total to $14. We have $1 left. This is our flex dollar. Use it to buy a small amount of seasonal produce. Maybe it's a couple of bananas, a head of garlic, or a discounted bunch of greens. Look for what's on sale. And that's it. $15 for a shopping cart full of healthy, whole foods ready to be turned into delicious meals for 2 people for an entire week. So, we have our groceries. Now, what do we actually eat for 7 days? Let's break down the meal plan. It's simple, repeatable, and delicious. For breakfast, every single day, we're having oatmeal. I know, but hear me out. Oats are a blank canvas. One day, you can make sweet oatmeal. Cook the oats with water, and if you bought bananas with your flex dollar, mash half a banana in for natural sweetness. The next day, go savory. Cook the oats with water, a pinch of salt, and maybe some chopped onion, and a sprinkle of whatever seasoning you have on hand. It's surprisingly good and incredibly filling. Spow for lunch. We're rotating between 2 main options, rice and bean bowls and lentil soup. For the rice and bean bowls, you just combine your pre-cooked rice and beans, maybe add some sautéed onion, and you've got a complete protein and a hearty meal. For the lentil soup, you'll use your lentils, carrots and onions to make a big batch that you can eat for a few days. It's warm, comforting, and packed with nutrients. Dinner is where we get a bit more variety. We can have a potato and carrot hash, where you dice and roast or pan-fry the potatoes, carrots, and onions together. It's simple but so satisfying. Another night, you can make a simple fried rice using your leftover rice, chopped carrots and onions. If you have soy sauce or other seasonings, great. If not, just salt and pepper work fine. And for a fun twist, you can make bean burritos. Just mash up some of your cooked beans, season them, and use them as a filling. Now, you might be thinking, where are the tortillas? Shoo. Can actually make simple no-yeast flatbreads using just flour and water if you have flour in your pantry. If not, just having the burrito filling in a bowl is still a fantastic and filling meal. This rotation ensures you're not eating the exact same thing every single day, keeping things interesting while sticking to our budget. The absolute key to making this work without spending your whole life in the kitchen is batch cooking. As soon as you get home from the store, you should dedicate an hour or 2 to prep. First, cook the entire bag of dried beans. After soaking them overnight, just boil them in a big pot of water until they're tender. This will take a couple of hours, but it's mostly hands-off. Once they're cooked, you'll have a huge supply of beans for the whole week. Do the same with a large portion of your rice. Cook up about half the bag. Having cooked rice and beans ready to go in the fridge is a game changer. It means you can throw together a meal in just a few minutes. B. You can also pre-chop your onions and carrots so they're ready to be tossed into a pan. This front-loading of the work makes your daily cooking incredibly fast and easy. Now, let's get into a few simple recipes you'll be making. First, the cornerstone of our diet, classic rice and beans. You'll take a bit of oil if you have it, or just a splash of water, and saute one chopped onion in a pan until it's soft. Add in some of your pre-cooked beans and a cup of the bean cooking liquid or water. Season with salt, pepper, and any other spices you have. Let it simmer for about 10 minutes for the flavors to meld. Serve this flavorful bean mixture over a generous portion of your pre-cooked rice. It's a humble dish, but it's a complete protein and it tastes amazing. You can eat it as is, or use it as a base for other meals. Next up, a hearty lentil stew. This is perfect for making a big batch to eat for a few days. In a large pot, saute a chopped onion and a couple of diced carrots until they soften. Add 1 cup of your dry lentils, then pour in about 6 cups of water. Bring it to a boil. Then reduce the heat and let it simmer for about 30 to 40 minutes, or until the lentils are completely soft. The stew will thicken up as it cooks. Season it well with salt and pepper. This stew is incredibly filling and warming. If you used your Flex dollar on garlic, adding a minced clove or 2 will take the flavor to the next level. It's proof that you don't need expensive ingredients to create a deeply satisfying and nutritious meal. Finally, let's make a roasted potato and onion medley. This is comfort food at its cheapest. Preheat your oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit or 200 Celsius. Chop about 4 large potatoes and 1 large onion into bite-sized chunks. Toss them in a bowl with a tablespoon of oil if you have it, plus salt and pepper. If you don't have oil, you can just toss them with the seasonings, and they'll still get nice and roasted, just a bit drier. Spread them in a single layer on a baking sheet. Roast for about 30 to 40 minutes, flipping them halfway through, until the potatoes are golden brown and crispy on the outside and fluffy on the inside. The onions will become sweet and caramelized. You can eat this as a main course or as a side dish with some of your rice and beans. It's a simple, delicious way to use your potatoes. To wrap this all up, remember that eating on an extreme budget is a skill, and like any skill, it gets easier with practice. The key takeaways are to build your meals around cheap, nutritious staples like rice, beans, and oats. Embrace batch cooking to save time and energy during the week, and get creative. Don't be afraid to try new combinations or seasonings. 2. Minimize waste. Use every part of your vegetables. Carrot tops can be made into pesto, and potato peels can be roasted into crispy chips. This challenge isn't just about saving money, it's about learning to be resourceful and appreciating the value of simple, whole foods. It shows that a healthy diet is accessible to everyone, regardless of their budget. I hope this gives you the confidence to try it yourself. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more budget-friendly meal ideas. Let me know in the comments if you've ever tried a budget challenge like this. See you in the next one.